So we'd go, we went a lot, and then my grandmother was still alive, and the whole house, whole family would all go out to where she lived on a weekend. It was good, you know, but my father didn't have a car, so she was like on, say, 79th Street, and we lived in 40th Street. No, he doesn't have a car, so we walked there every Friday. When my sister would be in the carriage, and my two. Growing up when I was real young, simple and, you know, it was very quiet, mundane kind of thing, and it was good. And then Adolf Hitler came along and started all that Nazism, and then the war began. When I first saw it, I said, "Holy Jew!" My brother Thomas was he was an officer, but my brother Donald was a real guy in the trunks, you know, trunk. He had a lot of shots at him. And then my other brother, he got in later. He was an officer. He was a pretty smart guy, and he went to Japan with General MacArthur. Tell you where they were, you know, the recruit training going here, blah blah. And these are all the names. Yeah, recruit training. Oh, 6 weeks. Machinist mates, 21 weeks. Gunnery, Miami, Florida, 6. And air crewman training is 23 weeks. Most of them, they go through this experience all the time, so they just rattle them right off, you know. So then you try to get them all. But it's a huge single engine, well, probably the only one with the size of it is so big that it is kind of like a, you know, compared to like the fighter hawk, so the guys zipping in and out, that can't do that. In the bottom, we have opens, they can shoot torpedoes. They're about this, you know, like that. While the war was going on, well, I was training to go to the front. I went through here. The torpedo squad in '97, that was us. They would open this up and they drop it down, but a lot of times it's very, very expensive, because if you don't hit the water right with the vehicle, you're going along like this, and you drop the thing. You have to be a certain height. You can't be up way the hell high, because they flip over sometimes. Couldn't fly. Something happened, and he went down, and you had a hook. You had to pull it, and you opened the door. And he's standing there, but we didn't have our suits, parachutes on. So this guy, a friend of mine, I forget his name now, he was ready to jump, but then that guy got the airplane going again. So then I said, "You dumb, whatever, you didn't even have your parachute on." He says, "Oh, he would have killed himself." That was the really scariest moment. But the only guy who had the parachute on it was the pilot, because he could sit. We couldn't fit them any place. So if you had to get out, you had to get down and put the hook on you. The ammunition, they have a door on the other side where you can get out to jump out. Well, I only got home a couple of times. Just said, "How you doing, Ma? You know, oh, how are you doing? Did you hear from Thomas today or something? Donald, you know, that kind of stuff." We came up to New York when you were like at New York, you went to a place called Lido Beach over here, and that's where all the people who were getting like out, you know, getting discharged, and you go and they give you a physical. And my brother Donald went out. He never came back for 5 years. My mother thought he died. You know, all the boys going away. I was so ecstatic, you know. I always loved my brothers. Everybody was so happy the war was over. And you've seen the war movies, and that's got to have an impact. I got out of the service in 1946, 5 years or so. And then we met then. We got married in 19 52, and I was 26 at that time. She's just the most wonderful person. She is. She's a beautiful, wonderful person. Date and place of birth. 2/14/20. Tomorrow is my birthday. You're my family, and I love my family, and that's about all.